Alright then, Q&A time. Let's go. Today has been a rather tilting day. I've been getting back into rank seriously. Today I got 3 losses, 1 win, and all of those losses, oh my god. Gold is way worse than I remember it being. I don't know what's happened, but it is way worse. Oh god, that's right. I'll get there again eventually, I just need to take my time. Slow progress, but anyways, answer video. I delayed this for a while, hoping that people would ask more questions, but no one really has, so those of you that have asked, congratulations, you're going to get yours answered, and everyone else is going to be left behind. Just kidding. If you got any questions you want to ask, leave them in the comments below. I guess I'll just fucking respond to them in the comments, but, yeah, lots of shit's been going on. The whole YouTube apocalypse thing. My ad revenue has gone from, like, getting $2 a day to getting, like, 10 cents a day, so that's fucking beautiful. Nowhere near what I fucking used to. I used to make like $100 a month. Just solid every month. So it YouTube would basically just pay for my internet bill. It would pay like yeah, YouTube would just pay for itself basically with like a tiny bit of spending money on the side. But now I'm not making fucking anything. I'm just doing this for fun now basically. But yeah, you know, there's been a lot of shit going on. You know, a lot of the big YouTubers that I watch, fortunately, they've got big Patreon followings, so they're able to stick around. I think, like, Chris Raygun's Patreon, like, doubled in pledges, because, yeah, like, ad revenue is just... And I'm not even a controversial... Like, I have controversial views, but I pretty much keep them to Twitter. I might start a rant channel one day, who knows. But, like, yeah, I don't even make controversial stuff or anything. I just fucking... I just put swear words in the titles sometimes, and I guess that's flagged me for demonetized. Well, not everything's monetized. It's just I'm getting basically no money from the ads. So yeah, if you want to check out my Patreon, you can go ahead. I'm basically just using that to buy stuff to spend on the channel. I figured out what I need. I need a boom arm for my microphone because right now it's sitting on a desk, and it shouldn't be too bad right now because I put a towel underneath it to absorb, so it's not sitting directly on the desk. Because what happens is my PC is right there, and the humming from the PC goes through the desk and goes up into the mic. So if you're watching that Master Yi video, that's that humming you heard throughout the whole thing. It was just the fucking PC. So hopefully you don't hear the humming this time, or at least it's not as bad. But yeah, the Master Yi video. I don't really know if anyone enjoyed it because there was only like 3 comments about the video. The rest of you were just talking about Singed. It was like, shit, I just did all that work and no one's even talking about the video. Oh well, whatever. Views and comments are shit. I used to do Q&A and get like 100 comments. Now I've got, what, 20. Okay, well, you guys asked, so I will deliver. Let's go on Twitter first. Follow me on Twitter. Follow me on fucking Twitter. That's where I do all my shit posting. That's where I post updates and everything, so follow me there. Mike Vidra asks, would you consider doing Singed support at least in normals? Lane or counter jungle doesn't matter. Just for fun. I've played it. It's fun. It's probably fun. It's probably just not good. That's the problem. If I want to play support, I'll just play... I'm playing Thresh. Thresh is like my go-to support for if I get auto-filled. But if I get auto-filled, it's like 80% of the time I lost anyways. Because I'm still not a good support. So I should probably just dodge every time I get auto-filled. The only time I actually play it is if I've already dodged and I don't want to lose 10 LP. So I'm probably going to start doing that from now on. That was the only Twitter question. Some guy asked, you gay or mean, bro? Yes. Yes. Okay. Let's get started then. Alright, the beard. Everyone's fucking asking about the beard. Spray, will you shave the beard? Zach Pfeiffer, where did you find the beard? The reason why I'm growing a beard is because I thought, why the fuck not? I'm not working at my old job anymore, so I don't need to keep the beard shaved, or any of my old jobs anymore. So I don't need to keep my beard shaved. I can't really be fucked shaving it. And well, that was the reason why I started growing it, because I couldn't be fucked shaving it. But now I'm just like, you know what, I'm going to see how far this actually goes. See if I can do like a full-on Greek priest beard. See if that can happen. But I'm guessing it's just going to like be an afro on my chin. That's likely what's going to happen. But that's fine. I want to keep it to at least July, because there's like AvCon convention in July. So I got an interesting idea for what I'm going to dress up as at that. There'll probably be a video on that if I actually do it. But yeah, the beard looked really bad in the answer video. No, sorry, the ask video, because basically, like, for those of you who have beards, or for those of you who don't have beards, rather, if you got a really thick beard, when you sleep, you wake up with basically beard head. Like a bed beard, rather. The beard would just be completely flat and very tangled and everything. So you have to actually comb it and get it all good again, which is why now you see it's sort of fluffy. But if you don't do that, it just sort of sticks to your face. So, but because in that video, I just finished work. I don't do my beard up when I go to work because I work on a farm now, so there's no point. It's just gonna get fucked anyways. And besides, like, I'm not there to impress anybody. I work for my parents at the moment, so who cares? So yeah, that's about the beard. You can stop asking about it now. I'm not going to shave it just because you tell me to. I'm going to see how it goes. For every comment I get telling me to shave the beard, it stays on for another month. That's what I tell my mother, at least. Steve Toledo. Hey, Steve. How you doing? Steve's a $10 patron. The only one I've got at the moment. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Been a long time fan. I remember him from way back. Sorry, bro, if I sometimes forget to put the intro, sorry, the Patreon outro at the end of videos. I'm still getting used to doing it, so I think I forgot on the Yi one, but I'll make sure I remember. I've got like a fucking sticky note up here on the wall telling me to remember, so I should remember that for now. So sorry about that. But he asks, how would you go about reworking Singed passive? Because let's be honest, it's kind of garbage right now. I hate being asked these questions because I really just don't know. I'm not a champion designer. If I spent like an hour fucking sitting down and drawing something up, I might be able to come out with something good. But I don't know, man. It just needs to not be his current passive because his current passive is garbage. Some of the best suggestions that I've seen have been things to do with, you know, giving him potion, like giving him something like Victor's Hex Core, but it's a potion. And sorry, and basically, you know, you can upgrade it to do different stuff depending on the gameplay. But I think that would just convolute his builds further, so I'm not 100% on that. Like, Victor's Hex Core is, like, really single focus. Like, you get more AP, basically, with it. And I think it does some other stuff, but I haven't played Victor since he got reworked. But yeah, like, that sounds like a cool idea. There's been some ideas to, like, make him utilize his, his passive. I think his passive needs to be something to do with his shield, because right now it is based on around his shield. Passive is Runic Bulwark. It's meant to say, like, his shield is imbued with magic that grants him defense when he builds more magic. So I think they need to do something with the shield, but I don't quite know at this point. Douglas D says, I've been following you for about 2 years now. I believe when you hit your depression stage and stopped playing Singed that you lost a lot of your subscriber base. No, I didn't actually. When I switched to Overwatch and I stopped playing Singed, I had about 12,400 or something subscribers, I think. Obviously, I lost some of them, but then basically that big YouTube subscriber purge happened. Like, if you go to my Social Blade and you look at my sub statistics, right? You'll notice that it's up, slowly, and then the big subscriber dip happens. Just goes down real like that. I lose 400 subs, and that happens to every YouTuber. I don't know if they were purging inactive accounts or anything, or what happened, but I went down from, like, I think it was like 12,300 to like 11,900, and then after that, it just solid decline. Just solid decline. I don't know what's really going on. I don't know. I'm getting hardly any views on videos because I don't think, I don't know if it's YouTube's not pushing the videos to the sub boxes. I strongly believe whatever's happening to me is on YouTube's end. Because I think that I'm doing a lot better than I did in the past. I look at the quality of my videos and I think that they're a lot better. You know, I watch past commentaries. I'm like, wow. They were alright, but my commentaries now are a lot better. They're a lot more insightful, I think. Obviously, that's up to you to decide, but I think they're a lot better. So, I'm pushing out more content, I'm doing more stuff, but it's just not happening, man. I don't know. I know I wasn't too happy you were playing Overwatch. Yeah, a lot of people weren't. It was a combination of... I knew Singed was shit in Season 6 when I smurfed with him in Gold and couldn't get anywhere. And I realized how shit he was, and the big fucking subscriber purge happened. I'm just like, you know what, fuck League. Like, I'm not going to get anywhere doing this anymore. Let's switch to Overwatch. My goal was, like, I'm going to try and fucking break into the Overwatch scene. And if I had broken into the Overwatch scene, guys, if I had fucking gained, like, up thousands of subs doing Overwatch in, like, a short span of time, I would still be doing Overwatch now, most likely. But that didn't happen, so I'm back here. Seeing if I can reclaim some of that lost glory, eh? But, yeah, a fair bit of that crowd moved on to Singed420. Well, I mean, they didn't really move on. You know, people can watch both, and people do watch both. So I don't think people moved on. They just sort of didn't watch me anymore, which is fine, but they stayed subscribed. Most people stay subscribed. But yeah, basically, I used to, I'll just post a Singed commentary. It would get like 1,000 views within 24 hours, and over the next couple days, it would go to like 2,500 to 3,000 views. Now I post a Singed video, it gets like 300 views, or around 500 views within 24 hours, and then after a week, I'm lucky to get up to 1,000. So, yeah, think about that for a moment. A fair bit of the crowd moved on to Singed420. I understand you don't think highly of him, but he puts a vid out almost every day. Okay, let's talk about Singed420. Rudy, send this to Rudy at the timestamp. I want him to hear this, right? I know I called you a fag on Summoner School, but there was a reason for that, because you were acting like a fag. But let me explain my history with you, and sort of explain why I feel this way, okay? So, like, when you first started doing your videos, you were getting popular doing your triple proxy crap. I thought it was cool. I thought it was cool. I thought it was cool to watch. I thought it was not really viable. I sent it to Johnny. I'm like, hey, check out this triple proxy stuff this guy's doing. You're in high elo at the moment. Do you think this can work? And Johnny's just like, nah, it doesn't really seem consistent. Doesn't really seem like it could work. So I'm just like, alright, well, fair enough. I'm not going to try it then. And indeed, it didn't stand the test of time. It's not good to do anymore. It probably wasn't good to do it at all. So, yeah, I thought that was cool. And then I took my break and I did Overwatch, and I just didn't really look at the Singed scene at all. And then when I came back, I'm like, well, let's see what Singed420 is doing. I'm like, wow, he's got a fucking 100,000 subs. Like, he's doing really well for himself. But the thing was, I never talked to Singed420, and I never really mentioned him at all, because I got comments on my YouTube videos back then. People saying, hey, Chimso, Singed420 was shit-talking you on stream. Like, Singed420 was shit-talking you on stream, man. He was shit-talking on stream. I'm like, why? Like, why is he shit-talking me? Like, I'd never even mentioned him. I didn't talk to him. I didn't mention him at all. I didn't say anything about it. I purposely didn't. Because I was just like, well, let's see what this guy does, see how he acts. And then, you know, if he reaches out to me, sure, I'll fucking talk. But, yeah, I didn't really do anything. At the time, I was the biggest Singed YouTuber. Now he's obviously fucking way overtaken me. I mean, good on him. But I like, got comments all the time. Hey, Chimso, Singed420 said this on stream. Singed420 says your shit. Like, I was getting comments. I don't know if they were trolling, but there were a lot of them. And people were telling me, like, he was shit-talking on stream. So I'm just like, alright, well, fuck that guy. I'm not going to talk to him at all. I still didn't mention him at all. I didn't say anything about him, didn't talk to him, whatever. As a matter of fact, the only time before me lashing out at him on Summoner School about a week ago, that I ever mentioned him was I called him Fag420 in a fucking chat in the Singed mains group on OC. Like, I just said that because I'm like, yeah, you can build like him, and he builds pretty stupidly, in all honesty. But that's all I ever mentioned of him. But then he comes on the Summoner School and he just starts shit-talking everybody. Minish Cap1's been a real bro to me, by the way. I don't know why he considers my content in any way good, but go watch him. He's fucking amazing. Same with Ancan as well. I think him and I had a bit of a misunderstanding in the past, but we're completely cool now. He's a great bloke. But yeah, like... And then just, if you go to the thread on Summoner School, I'm sure some of you can link it down below. It just makes a complete fucking fool out of himself. And... Rudy, if you're watching, man, like, just stop being a fucking dick to everybody. Okay, yeah, you've got a big YouTube channel. Congratulations, man. You're doing well. But just because you've got fucking all these subs doesn't mean you're better than Minish Cap. Doesn't mean you're better than Ancan. You're probably better than me. Fair enough. Whatever. I plan to get to Diamond, though, this season, so we'll see at the end of the season who's better. But, I mean, you could very well be. I'm not saying you're better than me. But you act like a fucking elitist piece of shit. You talk down on everyone who's not you. You keep doing stupid fucking builds. I was watching a Nacy video. For those of you who know Nacy, he does like replay reviews, and he was watching a Singed replay, and he specifically talks about you in that video. It's like, oh yeah, this guy, at least he's not doing that Singed420 thing. And the thing he mentioned was you do the same thing every game, or at least back then. I don't know how long ago that video was, but you do the same thing every game. And Nacy's just like, I love playing against Singed420 because he always does the same fucking thing, so you can always exploit it. And that's why I don't really think you're a good YouTuber to watch to learn the game. I'll be completely... You're probably entertaining as fuck. I've watched your videos, but I can't really get into it. I think you're boring, in all honesty. I think that basically it's just, you know, your editor doing the standard stream edit thing. Like, if they can make Dyrus entertaining using that stream editing stuff, they can make anyone. They could get a fucking autistic child and... and they could have him playing League of Legends, and they could make him entertaining. They could probably make me fucking entertaining doing that shit. But yeah, like, the few VODs I watch your stream, I find you boring. Obviously, some people probably don't, but whatever. That's up to them. They can watch whoever they like. But yeah, the only reason I don't like you, Rudy, is because, yeah, I've heard that you've shit-talked me in the past. You've shit-talked Minish Cap and Ancam publicly. You haven't shit-talked me publicly. I mean, you have on stream, but not that I've, like, ever personally witnessed. Though, you probably do now, after you watch this. But I never had anything against you, man, but you turned everyone against you. So that's all I gotta say about that. Whatever, you know, you have your fans, they can do what they want, but I don't like you at all. Anyways, he puts out a vid almost every day, and he was consistent. That's what you have to do, buddy. Release a vid a day. No chance in hell. With the fact that I work, and just other stuff that I do during the week, I can't release a video a day. And even so, if I was to release a video a day, the only thing that I could do is it would have to be low quality content. I would just have to fucking bust out a commentary every day. That means my computer will be on 24/7. I'd always be rendering something. I'd always be uploading something because my internet speed is so slow. I can't do it, man. I'm trying to do 3 during the weekend. Sorry, the weekdays, and 1 during the weekend. That's what I'm trying to do, but I can't do one every day. It would just be low quality stuff anyways, and besides, like, you can't just upload a 45-minute video every day, or 30 to 45-minute video, and just expect people to watch all of them. Sure, some of you will, but most people just be like, oh, it's the end of the week, it's the weekend, let's see what Chim says upload. Oh, these videos. What one has the most attractive title? I'll watch that. Fuck the others. Too long. So, it doesn't really work like that. But the fans get their fix. I really like seeing your farm. You really like seeing me farm? Okay, I guess. And watching you play the other champs would be good. Yeah, that is true. I do want to start playing some other champs every now and again. Probably because I'm playing ranked now. There'll be some other videos about other champs. None in the near future, though. In the next couple of weeks, probably. Don't get depressed about your subscribers. Your views are going back up. It's just going to take time. No, my views are actually going down. They actually are going down. Back when I first came back in and started doing it again, I got like 3,000 views on that opening video, but now it's just been like, yep, slowly. Like, a video breaking 1,000 now is like pretty much the most that's going to happen. I don't know. I just need to get my big break, I guess. Who knows? How's life in general? Love life. XD. Can we see your dog? Well, you can watch my Christmas vlog. That features my dog quite a bit. How's life in general? Pretty good at the moment. A lot better than it was like 6 months ago. I'm fairly happy right now. The whole YouTube thing is sort of crushing my dreams, where they're fucking it all up. But hey, you know, whatever. I'm gonna still stick around. I still enjoy it. So we'll see how that goes. Love life, non-existent. Because obviously I'm just too nice of a guy, and all the ladies want to go for assholes, and I can't even pretend to do that seriously. No, non-existent because I just don't put any effort. I don't date. I don't look around for people either. Like, you can see I don't take massive stock in my appearance. But maybe one day. We'll see. Do you plan on putting Dark Souls 3 DLC content on the channel at any point in time? The second DLC, especially, it is fantastic. I have not played any of the Dark Souls 3 DLC yet, but I probably will be putting them up at some point. But that's not going to be for a month now. We're still going to put Dark Souls 3 up and the rest of Dark Souls 1. So, yeah. If you had the choice to become the world's best Singed for one full season, but once it ended, Singed gets reworked, would you take it or leave things the way they are? Why? Well, of course I'd fucking take it. I'd be the best Singed in the world. Everyone will be watching me, everyone will be talking about me. Fuck yeah, of course I'll take it. I don't give a fuck if it gets reworked. I've gotten my fame. I'll probably keep playing him at that point. But yeah, I mean, if Singed does get reworked, I doubt they're going to fucking completely change him. If they do, then it's just game over. Fuck this game. But we'll see. You like tacos? Not really. I don't really eat them at all. We don't have tacos at all in Australia, basically. We don't have any Taco Bell or anything like that. So, I barely eat. I think I've eaten like probably like 5 in my life, and yeah, I guess alright. Who's your waifu? Well, I mean, like, you can't just ask, like, who's your waifu? Because when you watch so much anime, you can't just fucking pick one out of all of them. It doesn't work like that. I mean, you've got to fucking, you gotta ask it anime specific. So if you ask like, who's your waifu in fucking Hibiki Euphonium? Asuka. Who's your waifu in Kobayashi Dragon Maid? Toru. Who's your waifu in ReZero? Emilia. I just lost 10 subscribers saying that, but whatever. But you know, you can't just ask like, who's your waifu? It doesn't work like that. The only people that works on are other people who fucking like actually think that they have a relationship with the characters, and they carry around the fucking pillars. That's the only person you could ask that. Me, yeah, it depends on what anime I'm watching. If Singed is getting a buff, will you prefer that he's getting more damage or tankiness? I don't think either of those would help. If you make him tanky, he'll still just get kited. You give him more damage, he'll still just blow up as easily as ever. The problem is that Singed hasn't changed, like, at all. But everything that he builds has changed. Like, literally everything that he builds has been changed in the last couple seasons. All of the champions he plays against mostly have been changed. And he's just sort of sitting there like, I'm Singed. I'm still, like, basically the same that I was in beta. Here I am, and I'm in fucking Season 7. And the fact that, like, Singed is one of the most, if not the best designed champions of the game. Because he's still like, yeah, I'm a fucking, like, I have not been changed at all since I came out. And I was, like, the first champion to ever be released. And I'm still able to do decent. So, he's a really good champion. But he's just shit at the moment, because the game is just not with him. They either need to change the entire game, or they need to change him a little bit, in some ways that I don't know. But you can probably ask, like, Minish Cap or Ancan about that. They probably have better insight, but I'm not sure. Do you have a full-time job? I don't work full-time, but I work for my parents. We own a farm, so I, like, pick produce, and I grade it and all that. Not quite full-time, but still quite a bit of work. More work than I was doing in the past. I used to work at McDonald's since the beginning of February this year. I started working there in March of 2012, so it was my first job. I was like 15 or something. And yeah, I kept it for a long time, because, you know, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, you know, I went to university, and I thought, I'll keep it through university, because it's flexible. You can work 24/7. But then I dropped out of university, and I sort of didn't know what to do, so I kept working there, and eventually I decided that I was going to try and get into security, so I did my security course and got my security license, and did that for about 6 months before figuring, like, it's not worth driving all the way to the fucking city and all the way back for, like, 3-hour shifts. Pay was good, but it just wasn't fucking worth it. It was too stressful, so fuck it, I quit that. And then I just was like, I don't like working at a fucking McDonald's anymore. I was working overnight maintenance, so I would 1 AM start till 7 AM in the morning, and that basically meant that I was nocturnal. I've been nocturnal for the last 3 years. It's only since the beginning of February this year, like I said, that I've gotten out of that, and I'm actually waking up at a reasonable time and going to sleep at a reasonable time, so that's very nice. But yeah, I did like one bit of work for my parents. I'm like, I'll come help you out and do something, and I did that, and I'm just like, I'm not working at McDonald's anymore, I'm just going to work for you. And they're like, okay, sure, why not? Pay cut, but more hours, and I'm working for the family, so feels good, man. I'm a lot happier now than I was before, now especially that I have regular sleep patterns and I can actually do stuff during the day. And on top of that, I've also found quite a bit of success on eBay. I sell Magic the Gathering cards on eBay. My inventory is actually right here. This is my inventory right here. Let's see some of the beautiful stuff that I'm selling at the moment. Where are we? Where's the Khan? Khan, hello, where are you? Come on. Come on. Where the fuck did I put you? You're not right at the back, are you? Hold on. Let me find this Khan Liberated that I've got here. Yeah, someone asked about Magic the Gathering. I'll talk more about how I'm doing with that. Oh yeah, there's some Final Fantasy here. I'm getting into Final Fantasy. I'm probably going to start selling that soon, because there's a lot of value in Final Fantasy. There really is. Let's see, where is that Khan Liberated? Oh my god. Sorry, but yeah, basically, I got an eBay business selling Magic the Gathering cards. You can find me on eBay. I'm Chimso on eBay. You can buy shit from me if you like. go right ahead. But yeah, if I can, I'm selling a lot of cards, but it's not all expensive though. I got a Khan Liberated in here. I had a Khan Liberated before. For those of you out of the loop, Khan Liberated is about a $75 US. No, yeah, about a $75 US Magic Gathering card at the moment. He went up after he wasn't reprinted in the new Mon Masters, but I bought a copy of him for 65 Australian dollars before, so I had that, and then I ordered like a bunch of booster packs, like old booster packs, and like 7 of them were new Phyrexia, and I got a Khan Liberated in that. So yeah, that sold when he went up, because he went up, and then someone immediately bought mine for 70 bucks because they're like, oh shit, he's going up, better buy it. But yeah, I bought a foil one yesterday, because somebody was selling a foil one for $180 $18 Australian. And he's a decent bit more than that. So I picked that up, and I'm selling my regular one now. And of course I sold my old one, so now I'm just going to have one card liberated. I want to foil out my EDH deck, but I'll talk about that eventually. But yeah, this is actually making a decent amount of money. I mean, about $100 a week, so I'm very happy with that. It doesn't seem like much, but it's $100 a week I get for fucking just sitting on my ass. I mean, I got to go out and buy collections and stuff, and search for stuff on eBay. But apart from that, I mean, it's pretty. Oh, there he is. There's Khan. There he is. That's you're looking at 100 Australian dollars right there, ladies and gentlemen. And I got a Jace in one of my decks, but yeah, whatever. So yeah, I'm having a lot of fun doing that. I actually got a card here that I'm not going to show you it because it's got an address on it, but I'm going to ship that tomorrow. So that was a reanimate that someone just bought, $25. So nice. Yeah. Haven't got a full-time job, but I'm making money from lots of different places. I used to have 3 sources of income. I'd work, I'll do eBay, and then YouTube would generate a tiny bit every month. But now YouTube doesn't do fuck all, so I've got 2 sources of income now. So yeah, that sort of sucks. But yeah, not a full-time job, but I'm still making money, saving money. So that's a good thing. Where else yet? Travis Bray, that's Barry. A lot of you remember Barry, I'm sure. He says, fuck, marry, kill, Urgot, Timo, or Ramos. Fuck off, Barry. Fuck off. You gotta get into some more videos, man. You gotta get into some more videos. Everyone, like, rages when you're in there. It's like, your friend is fucking shit. Don't put him in your video. I'm like, fuck you. I'll do whatever I want. How do I find the perfect waifu? 8 bits per pyro ass. Well, looks don't really matter, I guess, because, like, every anime girl looks good. They design them like that. Obviously, there are some that you probably like more. Yeah, it might be a glasses guy. You might be a knee-high or a thigh-high guy, like I am. You might fucking like a certain hairstyle or whatever. But I think you gotta look for someone who you connect with, man. You gotta look for someone who you connect with, who you can fucking sympathize with, you know? That's what you gotta look for in a waifu. You can't just be like, oh, that one's the hottest one, or that one's the one that I like the most, so that's my waifu. I mean, you can do that, but you gotta have a reason. You gotta have another reason. How's it going with MGT, Magic the Gathering, MTG? A little bit of tie-up there. And any favourite card? Well, Magic the Gathering is going quite good. Every Thursday I play Casual Commander at local game traders here in Australia. And my favourite deck at the moment is this one right here. Blue Artifact deck. Padim's the general at the moment. It used to be Arkham Dagson, but I just found I was never playing him. I just had him there. I would always be playing other stuff. But yeah, this is a pretty expensive deck, actually. It's about $500 or $600, I think. So yeah, if you want to get into Magic, don't, because it's going to cost you a lot of money. But fortunately, I make money on it now by selling it. So yeah, I mean, it's got stuff like Memnarch in it. It's got Jace the Mind Sculptor. It's got fucking... it used to have Blightsteel Colossus. The idea of this deck used to be cheat out Blightsteel Colossus, cheat out Akroma's Memorial with Arkham Dagson, and then just hit people with a flying Blightsteel Colossus with 11 infect counters and they instantly lose the game. But that just became boring, doing the same thing over and over again, and also became a bit ridiculous. I mean, I think I've still got my... where are you, Blightsteel Colossus? Oh, he's up there somewhere. But, yeah, I took him out, and I just play it as like a beta deck. I mean, one win con is March of the Machines. Turn all your fucking non-creature artifacts into artifacts and just smash people with them. Cage Sun for mana ramp is insanely good in a monocolored deck. And you can like Sculpting Steal it, you can copy it with Clever Impersonator, you can use Mechanized Production on it, which I got in this deck. Yeah, it's Mechanized Production. Aether Revolt card. Quite a few Aether Revolt cards in here. Good set for artifacts, but terrible set for value. But yeah, it's going pretty well. I'm enjoying Magic a lot. There's an Ugin. He went up from when I bought him as well. And, oh, hello. There's the old Jace the Mind Sculptor. You're looking at roughly around another $90 to $100 card right there. But yeah, Magic is going really good. I've got a Shadowborn Apostle deck, and I've got a deck built around Assos Elocutors, which is really janky and never wins, but it's fun to play. I had an Allure deck, but I've sold it. Well, I am selling it. It's listed to be sold. Quite a few parts of it have already sold, so that's good. I don't play it anymore because it's just boring. Same shit every game, and it's a bit too powerful as well, so I figured I'm going to just fucking sell it. Why not? But yeah, Magic's going good. I love it. Having a lot of fun, and I'm making money on it now. It's sort of my second job, so yeah. I got into Magic with the express purpose of making money. I'm like, because you know, there was lots of shit happening in my life at that point, and I'm just like, I need purpose. I need a way to fucking make money doing stuff that I like. So I'm like, I'm gonna fucking get into Magic. And I was watching, like, YouTubers who were fucking talking about the Magic the Gathering market and all that stuff and how to make money off of it. I'm like, I can fucking do this. I can totally fucking do this. And it was a rocky start, but I'm doing pretty fucking well now. I'm happy. I'm not, like, rich, but I'm happy with what I'm making. And it only keeps going up, so things are getting good. I think I'll be a power seller soon, actually. Which isn't that bad at all. What if I told you I like Tier and Roa? JK, I stopped. Love your stuff, mate. Keep up the good work. Mike Maragni says. Well, there's nothing wrong with liking Tier or Roa. I mean, Rod of Ages is my favourite item in the game, but it's just shit on Singed. That's the problem. Love your stuff. Keep up the good. Yeah, thanks, man. I appreciate it. Always nice to hear that. But yeah, like Tier and Roa, like the moment Roa is even slightly viable again, I'm gonna be building Roa. I love that item, but it's just shit on Singed. Singed asks, one book, one game, and one movie for the rest of your life on a desert island. Not online games, not game collections. Oh fuck. Book. What book? What book? No, not the Quran, that's for sure. Salman Rushdie. Fucking... I don't know, man. I don't fucking know. I have no clue. What book? Probably The Tale of Despero. That's probably my favourite book by Kate DiCamillo. I read that when I was, like, very young in school. I still love it. I've actually got, oh, yeah, here. The Miraculous Tale of Edward Tulane by Kate DiCamillo. I don't care if it's a children's book. It's a beautiful book. And I had a librarian at school. I was a bit of a loner at school, so I hung out with the librarians all the time. And she actually gifted this to me when I finished school, high school. So she wrote a little something in there. Very nice. I'll probably take this because it's just nice to have. Nice to have the little message by her. Actually, I saw her last week because I went to the open day of my school last week. And I went to visit her, and she looked up and she's just like, "Oh my god, it's Emmanuel!" And she like couldn't believe the beard. And we hugged and we talked. It was great. She was brilliant. So I'll probably take this. One game. Fuck. What's something that just you can spend hours on and just never get bored? Fuck. I don't know. That's way too hard of a question to ask. The game that I probably played most outside of online games is probably Dark Souls 1, so I guess that would be what I'd have to pick. And one movie, once again, it's going to be something long. Something very long. Pulp Fiction's decently long, isn't it? I don't know, it'll probably be a Tarantino movie. One of Tarantino's movies. The longest one, most likely. Anyways... Meteor asks, will you go back to proxying if it becomes more viable again? Absolutely. But unless they revert the minion pathing changes so that they follow into the jungle again, it's never going to be viable again. Probably. In any real significant way. At least the level 1 proxy, the way we remember it in Season 5, so... Probably not going to happen. Tomo7, oh, what a fucking sick cunt. Realizes there's a lack of questions and writes fucking 9 questions for me. Love ya. Tomo is, he's the head of the Singed mains club on OCE. He's a cool bloke. Been watching for a while. He's got a few questions for me. You're a greedy cunt. Yeah, aren't we all? We're all greedy cunts. If you were to design a skin for Singed, what would it be like? I would make Nazi Singed. You can look up that skin because it would just trigger everybody, and I think it would be brilliant. If you never picked up Singed in Season 4, would you still be a Rise main to this day, or would you have quit League entirely? I don't know. Probably not, because I remember not liking Rise. I made a video on him, actually. It was like, new Rise, talking about Rise from an old Rise main, and I put it on Summer School. And I'm just like, yeah, this looks interesting, but then after like a little bit more time, I'm just like, actually, this is shit, and I'm not going to play it anymore. So, I might have still been a Rise main, probably not. I probably would have gone to Vladimir, honestly. But yeah, I picked up Singed in Season 4. I don't remember what it was that actually made me go like, I want to learn how to play Singed. I don't know what it was at all. I hit Platinum with Rise. okay? I one-tricked Rise from Silver 2 to Platinum 5. And I'm just like, I think I just got burnt down on Rise, but I don't want to play Rise anymore. So I was looking for something else to play, and I found Singed, and I found Johnny Holmes, and I binge-watched Johnny Holmes videos. And I remember I was fucking my last year of high school, grade 12, and I was in study lessons, every single fucking study lesson. I was just like, so study lessons, you just have free time to just fucking study and do whatever study you need. I never did that. I didn't need to. So I would just fucking sit and watch Johnny Holmes, like, every fucking time. There was, like, the school blocked YouTube on the network, but I basically found a website that, a YouTube downloader site that wasn't blocked, and so I would just, put the URL in there and just download the YouTube videos that I wanted to watch, so I'll just watch Johnny all fucking day. And I'll watch the LCS too, back then. Don't really watch it now. So yeah, I don't really know if I would still be a Rise main. Like I said, I probably would have gone to Vladimir, most likely. Or Lissandra, but who knows. How would you play the Galio matchup? I don't know, I actually haven't played against him yet, but I will hopefully get back to you with a video on that matchup soon. If you're a part of Riot's balanced team, what would you do to the game? Well, my visions for the game are really weird and are not what people would agree with, most likely. I would look to eliminate the jungle role from the game. I think it's just too problematic of a role to actually fit into the game in any proper way. It's always going to be either too shitty or too strong. I would try and eliminate the jungle role. I would try and revert camps back to the way they were in like Season 2, Season 3, where they were mostly just like, hey, if you're in lane and you push the lane, you can go clear some jungle camps to get extra gold. I'll try and do that, but that would obviously not be popular, no one would like it, but that would be my vision for the game. Yep, fuck jungle, still be 5 players, but maybe now, like, you have a lane support and you have a roaming support, and you can build mechanics around like a roaming support class, but yeah, it's never going to happen, but whatever. We were the why you should play this in low elo series comeback. Probably not, because I'm not going to spend hours writing scripts, finding gameplay, editing a video just for it to get 1,000 views. Like, at least, like, the other ones have gotten at least like 10,000 each, I think. But my goal with those videos was, I'm going to do something different. I'm going to do something funny, hopefully. But I'm gonna do sort of like funny but informative. So the idea is, like, I'm going to post it on the League Reddit, and hopefully it's going to get on the front page, and that's going to get me some exposure. That's why I made those videos. But yeah, that never happened. They got to the front of Summoner School. Most of my videos that I posted to Summoner School did really well there, but at Summoner School is nowhere near, at least back then, the size of the League subreddit. So, yeah, probably not, but we'll see. I did get a video on the front of the League subreddit. I got the greatest Zarot Portal player of all time on the front of the League subreddit. And it was that video getting on the League subreddit that basically cemented my view that there's something wrong with the subs on my channel. Because that video got 108,000 views. I gained 16 subs from that. That doesn't happen. Even if it's just, you know, a one-off video that people just watch on Reddit just to watch a clip, there will still be like at least a couple hundred people among those fucking 100,000 viewers who would go like, "Oh shit, I like Singed. I play Singed. This guy's a Singed YouTuber. I'm gonna fucking follow him." But yeah, 16. Tell me if that's right. I don't know. How would you rework Rise for the version 4? I would revert him back to the way he was in Season 4. Maybe with tweaks, but obviously, once again, that's never going to happen. That's probably my nostalgia lenses on, but that's the Rise that I want to play. What champions would you nerf, buff, and delete? Nerf Evelyn's pretty damn strong at the moment. Fortunately, I've only ever had them on my team, but she's just obscene with fucking Smite and Ignite. She just annihilates everyone. Who else? Fuck. Fizz is pretty fucking cancerous. That's the only two I can think on the top of my head. Buff, obviously Singed. Probably buff Karthus as well. He got shafted with the Raleigh changes, and I don't think he's been buffed at all since then. And even if he has, he still needs buffs in general because he's pretty shit. Yeah, that's the only two on the top of my head. Delete Camille was a mistake. You don't just give a champ fucking shields, both MR and AD shields, ridiculous damage, a gap closer, and a stun. You don't do that. That's retarded. Oh, and a heal, and a heal, and a heal. So so shield, heal, damage, gap closer, CC. Let's look at Singed. Damage, I guess. Tankiness, I guess if you okay, sure, tankiness. Okay, you can build him tank. That's one. Heals, well, I mean he's got regen, but not really. Unless you stack Dark Seals. Shield, nope, no shield. What else? Heal. Oh, yeah, I already mentioned heal. So, no real damage, no real shields, no real health regen, but Camille has all of that. So yeah, Camille was a mistake. Fiora, the Fiora rework was a fucking colossal clusterfuck and should have never happened. I liked old Fiora. I do think they probably should have kept her old ult. I mean, I get that she was really feast or famine. Like, if you got a head on old Fiora, you would fucking just destroy everything. But, like, if you didn't, you just sort of played the game. She was pretty hard to play, and I like that. I like playing her, but she's another champion that I'll change back to the way she was before. I like playing against her, and I like playing as her. So I'll delete her, or at least change her back. Yeah, Camille for you, I'll delete. Can you make a Chimso death montage when the Dark Souls 1 series is over? No, probably not, but if any of you guys want to do it, go ahead. You want to send it to me, I'll put it on the channel? Sure. Who is your go-to support when you get auto-fag field? Thresh at the moment. I've been practicing him in normals, and I had one game of him in rank, but like I said before, if I'm auto-field support 80% of the time, we just lose the game. But yeah, Thresh at the moment. Anyways, cheers, mate, for the content and laughs in the past 3 years. There's not many dedicated Singed content creators left like yourself, so keep it up, mate. Yeah, thanks, man. Like, it's been good to have you around. There are people in the comments that I recognized, like, from way back. You don't change your avatars, or you keep your names, like, fuck. You guys are the real MVPs, man. Thanks for sticking around. Last question. What got you into gaming? This is by Shikashima. Regular commenter, so thanks for commenting on this one as well. What got you into gaming and League specifically? Well, the first game I ever played was like a Blues Clues game. This was like the old Blues Clues with the cool guy doing Blues Clues, not the fucking, if it's still going now, the retard they have doing it now. But yeah, old Blues Clues game, that got me into gaming. My family had an old fucking compact PC back in the early 2000s, and I'll play that game on there. Then, 2001, 2002, I was playing Medal of Honor Allied Assault a huge amount. I love that game. And then as time went on, I got a PS2, I played PS2 games. Eventually, I sort of found a game that I enjoyed playing, like, consistently. It was when we had dial-up until 2012. Yeah, we had dial-up until 2012. Because I remember my sister saying, if you get a job, I was 15 at the time, bear in mind. If you get a job, I'll put broadband in the house. My sister said that. My parents never would do it, but my sister said, yeah. So I'm like, sure. I fucking found a job at the McDonald's and I got broadband in the house. So then I started playing Call of Duty. That was the first game that fucking really took off of me. I started off with Black Ops 1 playing zombies, then I went into multiplayer, and then I went into multiplayer in MW3, and then in Black Ops 2. And I remember it was the beginning of March 2013, in January. The first loading screen I ever had on League was the Thresh loading screen. And then I think like 2 days after that, the Season 3 preseason ended, and the Season 3 season began. So we had the Season 3 League loading screen. Yeah, that was early January. And basically, I've been playing Call of Duty, and I got on Skype with Barry, and I'm just like, Barry, I'm bored. I'm bored of Call of Duty right now. And Barry at the time was playing League of Legends and Team Fortress 2. So I'm like to him, I want to like choose one, either League of Legends or Team Fortress 2, and I'll play it. So he's like, okay, League, I guess. And then yeah, I didn't put it down. Well, except for Season 6. But we don't talk about that. So yeah, that's what got me into League. I still wonder to this day how different my life would be if I'd chosen Team Fortress 2 instead. Or if he'd chosen Team Fortress 2 instead, rather. That would have been interesting. But yeah, that's how I got into League, really, and how I got into gaming. Yeah, that's actually it. Well, I mean, this is still like a 45-minute video, so I might not have gotten as many questions, but I dragged those fucking questions out real hard. So yeah, if any of you are interested in asking any more questions, ask them in the comments below. I'll answer them in the comment, most likely. But yeah, I'll just check if I've missed any. Have I missed any here? Nope, doesn't look like it. Well, yeah, thank you guys. Camera's over here. Thank you guys all for watching. I hope you enjoyed this one. I hope you are enjoying the videos, those of you that are left. If you're interested, consider supporting me on Patreon if you like. For you Americans out there, the Australian dollar is about 75% of the US dollar. So if you donate $10 to me, then I get like $13. So the exchange rate's in my favor. Just if you're interested, but if you don't, I'm just glad you're sticking around anyways. Thank you all for watching. Take care. I'll see you on the next video. Peace out, guys.